Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with Day Squad Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more State of Decay 2. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the characters and like your survivors and stuff that are going to be going alongside of you in State of Decay 2, and exactly how they're going to work, some of the traits they're going to have, and then also how, like, what they look like, because there really isn't any character customization in this game. You're basically going to be able to choose a survivor to start the game with, and then the more survivors that you rescue throughout the open world and bring them back to your base, you're going to be able to switch between all of your survivors kind of whenever you want freely, and then, you know, upgrade those people, take them out into the, you know, the open wild or whatever, and if you die, it is permanent death, so that character will be gone forever. So I'm just going to pop some images up on screen here, and these are some of the character models that they're going to be using in State of Decay 2. There's so many different character models that they're using, so that you're not really going to see the same character twice, and that's a good thing for immersion and stuff. So you're not, it's a lot more uniqueness to the characters that you're going to come across in the game, which is going to be really huge. You don't want like 2 or 3 people in your base all looking exactly the same. And then if you actually look back at the first State of Decay, all of the survivors in the first State of Decay had roughly about 100 personality traits, give or take, that they were all randomly generated on these characters. And in State of Decay 2, there's 10 times more traits. There's over 1,000 traits that these people can have, and that's going to really kind of broaden the playstyle of these characters. And if you're looking for very specific roles for your base to be filled by certain survivors and characters, it's going to be a little bit harder to come by right out of the gate, but you're just going to have to, you know, do your different things in your home base to kind of rank up the skills and the stats of your other survivors. And with, like I said, with all the different traits, you know, there's hunting, there's, you know, there's scavenging, there's food cooking, and all, like, I could go on and on and on. And if I can find some images of like a bunch of different traits, I'll put those up on screen here. But with all, like I said, with all the different people that are the character models that are in this game, it's really stressing the fact that you're not going to run into the same person twice. And then with the vast amount of clothing styles, faces, and body types, it's going to be very, very rare for you to run into the same NPC twice. And like I said, with all of the different things in your base, I'm actually probably going to cover this in another video, because we've already done one video on the base building. But the amount of things that you can do in your base that affects what your characters, you know, their traits are. And then when you go out in the open world and you're running around and you're doing things, carrying your heavy backpack, you're going to level up, you know, strength and all sorts of other features with these characters. And it is going to be very key that you put these characters into specific roles. Make sure that their morale is high, because if you have low morale, I'm going to talk about that in a sec, it's going to be very, very bad for your base. And there's all sorts of different things to increase and lower morale. Like, for instance, you can build like a bunkhouse that has beds in it, which will increase morale because they're actually sleeping in beds with a roof over their head. Or you could also build another bunkhouse area that doesn't have like a building over their head, so it's just, you know, exposed outside beds. And with that, yes, it's cheaper, it takes less resources to build, but in return you will have a negative effect on morale, because they're not sleeping in somewhere that's enclosed. It's going to make them feel unsafe, and it's going to lower their morale. And then, like I said, one of the big things with the morale in this game, because some people were like, oh, you know, morale can't be that big of a deal. For instance, let's throw in a scenario here where one of your survivors has a very, very low morale. There's a chance that they might just go rogue, steal a bunch of your supplies, and then just leave in the middle of the night, or even in the middle of the day for that matter. Take half of your supplies and just leave. You'll never see them, they'll just disappear. Or you might be able to track them back down and get some of your stuff back, and then you can do with them what you want. You know, you can kind of make those decisions. You know, are you going to kill this person for doing what they did, or are you going to try to get them back into your base, back into your group, increase their morale, and, you know, kind of give them a second chance? You know, those are some of the decisions that you're going to be making in this game, because the developers were talking about kind of like your oh shit moments that happen in here, that being one of them. You know, you could have a player that is in your group, you know, an NPC that's in your group that has a low morale that just snaps and he goes rogue, steals a bunch of your supplies and leaves. And then you're going to have all sorts of other stuff with actual NPCs. You know, we're not talking about zombies. We're talking about actual survivors that might come attack your base because they want your loot. They want your supplies so that they can survive. So those are just some of the things that you guys are going to be running across with your NPCs and stuff in this game, which is really going to kind of mix up the play styles, and it's going to make this game, the replay gameplay value of this game a lot better, because you're gonna encounter so many different scenarios, and then all of these characters have so many different traits that you're gonna have to work on to kind of get the best fit for the base that you want. But overall, the character customization, it's not really there at the level that you guys would think, but the diversity in the traits and the characters and the NPCs that you're going to encounter in the open world is astonishing how many different things there are in here. But that's pretty much all for the video, guys. I just kind of want to let you guys in on this, you know, all the different stuff with the NPCs and the survivors and how that's going to work in this game. If you guys found this video, you guys are excited about State of Decay 2 coming out in May, and with all this really cool features that's going to be in the game, make sure to slap that like button. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and stay up to date on all things State of Decay 2. I'm going to be covering this game quite in depth, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so you guys do not miss any of the content coming in the upcoming weeks leading up to the launch of State of Decay 2 on May 22nd. So that's all for now, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.